Put on your game face. We are playing with the ring toner today. As always, play where you're comfortable, modify when you need to, rest when you need to. You ready? Let's hit the mat. We're going to begin today's practice coming into a tall diamond seat. In a moment, we are going to be rolling down on the back. So if you'd like to prep ahead, you can place your padding on the mat behind you where you're going to need it for support for your lower back. Sit up nice and tall once you've connected the soles of your feet. Allow your knees to splay wide. Place your palms on the outside padded portion of the ring toner and float the ring toner out in front, arms at about shoulder height. Keeping your nice tall seat and your belly button pulled into center, you're going to pull the ring toner in towards your chest. You're going to give a big press into the toner. You're going to resist as the toner comes back, and you're going to extend. Rinse and repeat. Let's do one more. Then we'll change the leg setup. Grounding your feet, we're going to take it into a roll down pattern. Take a big breath in. And at this stage, all I want you to do is give me a soft press into the ring with enough press so that you're aware of the arms, chest, and shoulders. You're going to take a big breath in. On an exhale, you're going to nod your chin to your chest. You're going to hollow out to roll down. Inhale to prep. Lead your way back up on the exhale, then extend your legs and do the next one with an extended leg line. We're going to keep alternating the leg line from bent to extended. Find your rhythm. We're going to end with the leg line extended. You're going to give me that same gentle press into the ring, and we're going to do single leg lifts on the right. End in the lift, keep it, and roll it down. Keep that leg off the mat, roll it back up, then change legs. 10 lifts on the second side. End in the lift, roll it down. Then let's mix it up. One press in towards the chest. One single leg lift to roll down. Peel back up. Reground. One chest press. And then the second leg lifts to roll down. Keep alternating the leg lift. Let's do 2 more sets, and then we will end on the back. End on the back, Bend both knees, ground your feet, and just slip your padding out if you did have any in place. You're going to take the outside padded portion of your ring and you're going to place it on the lower belly area. So somewhere between the two hip bones, your belly button and your pubic bone. You're going to find a little nesting spot. You're going to place your hands palms down on the opposite padded end. You're going to begin in neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Take a big breath in. On an exhale, tilt your pelvis to 12. Imprint your lower and your mid back. Contract your abs. Peel up into a chest lift and press down. Hold. Then release to float back down and shoot for roughly 10 repeats. Hold your last one. Release. Then place the outside padded portion of the ring between the two legs, somewhere just comfortably above your knee line. Take your stance a little bit wider on the mat. We're going to squeeze with the whole inseam of the leg. We're going to pause and then resist to open. Squeeze and pause. Resist to open. Halfway. Hold your neck squeeze for 10. Release with resistance. You're going to reach for the ring again and place it on your lower belly, finding that little nesting spot. We're going to use the same press down action, but this time we're going to do it at the height of a bridge. Begin in neutral, and when you're ready, start to articulate up into your bridge. At the height of your bridge, squeeze your glutes and press down into the ring. Release the press, release your bridge. Shoot for roughly 10 repeats. Let's shoot for one more repeat. Hold your last bridge and your press. Then bleed that down. And place the inside padded portion of the ring around the two knees. We're going to start with just enough press out to keep the ring from dropping down. Then you're going to give me a bigger V up, coming back to your original position. 10 repeats, more or less. Hold your next V out for roughly 10 counts. Then let's repeat those 4 exercises, starting with the ring on your lower belly, chest lift with a press down. Begin when you're ready. Hold your next lift and press. Release. Place the ring between the 2 legs. We're going to squeeze in and resist as we open back out. Hold your next press. Release with resistance. And then place the ring on your lower belly once more for your bridge presses, shooting for roughly 10. Feel up. Hold the bridge as you bear down on the ring. Resist as the ring opens back up. And then peel back down. Hold your next bridge press. Then release. Loop the inside padded portion around the 2 legs. We're going to V up and relax back leg. Hold your next V out. Release. We're going to take the ring inside padded portion and we're going to loop it around the head so that it's nestling more or less just above the nape of our neck. We're going to take both hands and we are going to feed them in from the inside, palm up. We're going to rest them on the inside padded portion. You're going to begin in neutral pelvis, neutral spine. You're going to take a big breath in. On an exhale, tilt your pelvis to 12. Imprint your lower and mid back. Engage the front of your abs and bleed up into a chest lift. You're going to keep that chest lift, resting the weight of your head in the ring and pressing your palms up towards the sky. We're going to lock this in for the next 4 exercise patterns. We are going to draw both legs into table and we're going to work right side only, hinging from the hip to tap halfway or all the way to the mat and back. And we're going to repeat the tapping motion on the right side only. End in the bend and transition into a single leg stretch. Bending one knee in and extending, reaching through the other. End in the bend, come back to your toe tap on the right, and then rotate away from your tapping leg, thinking elbow to left knee. End in the bend, we're going to extend and tuck back in with the legs. Then loop the ring out, reconnect your head and shoulders to the mat. We are going to take the outside padded portion of the ring and we're going to place it between the two legs just above the ankle line. Legs could be with a soft bend, preferably extended. Arms could be relaxed at your side or hands could be placed underneath your bottom. We're coming into a combination move. You're going to give me one squeeze into the ring and then you are going to find a drop. That drop could be a quarter, a mid, or all the way down, and you're going to shoot for roughly 10 repeats. One press, one drop. We're going to end looking up towards the sky and you're going to trace big circles clockwise on the ceiling. Just keeping enough press into the ring so that it doesn't fall. Change direction. Then reach for the ring, roll over onto your side. Remember which was your working side. Your right side should be looking towards the sky. We are going to take the outside padded portion of the ring again, and we're going to find the same placement that we just had, so just above the ankle line. Take a moment to just situate yourself on the mat. We're going to assume a low to the mat position, or you could have a small prop if you like. And we are going to squeeze down on the ring and release to come back up. Hold your squeeze. Release, then keep a soft press into the ring and begin to dynamically lift and lower the legs without tapping the bottom leg to the mat. We're going to end in a lift and we're going to drive. We're going to use the ring as a steering wheel. We're going to give me a small drive off center to the front and then a small drive off center to the back. Then reground your bottom leg to the mat. Look towards the ring and roll the ring forward till it taps the mat. Bend the bottom leg out the way, keep it bent, and roll the ring back so that it's grounded into the mat. You're going to give me an even bigger press using the whole inseam of your top leg into the ring. You're going to pause, and then you're going to resist to come back. Shooting for roughly 10 repeats. Hold your next press. Resist, and then press your way up, reaching for the ring. You're going to flip over into a 4-point kneeling frame, taking the outside padded portion of the ring and placing it, nestling it, so that the top portion is resting on your breastbone. Experiment, find a spot that's good for you. Set up a 4-point kneeling frame on the mat, and the working leg that was on top is going to be our floating leg for this set. Find your long tabletop line and then float your foot, your working leg out and up. You're going to keep the elbows softly squeezing into center as you think push up, coming into a working oil rigger. Keep squeezing the elbows in towards the center. Hold your next drop towards the floor. Resist to come back up, finding your way to a tall kneel and holding the ring with a soft press between the two hands. We're coming into a lean. You're going to float the ring overhead and then come back to your start line. End in the lean with the ring overhead. Hold it. Then bleed your way back to your tabletop line with the ring nestling underneath, either repeating the oil rigger that we played with in the previous round or executing this time but from a plank line. Step your legs out one at a time, float your right leg up, and then think push up, squeezing the elbows softly in so that you're not chicken winging out. And in the drop, lean back up, find your way into a tall kneel, soft press into the ring, extend it out in front. We're going to lean off the center line, we're going to rotate right, then left, then back up. And you're going to alternate the side that you're starting on every time. Last set. From here, you're going to find your way onto the back. We're going to loop that ring behind the head. And this time, our working leg is going to be the left leg. So take a moment to just nestle the ring. Feed your hands through palms up. We're going to set up a chest lift, lock it in for the next 4 movements. Begin in neutral. Tilt and imprint your lower and mid back. Bleed up into the chest lift. Rest your head heavy and draw both legs into table. Begin to single toe tap on the left. End in table and start to transition into a single leg stretch. Find your way back into table. Coming back into that same toe tap on the left. As you tap, you're going to rotate towards the knee that is staying still, so your right knee. Back to table, double leg stretch. Then feed the ring out. Take the outside padded portion of the ring and place it between the 2 legs just above the ankle line. Legs extended if you can manage it. Arms at your side or underneath your bottom. You're going to give me 1 press into the ring, release the press, and then find a drop line. Keep alternating. 1 press, 1 drop. Last one. You're going to end with your toes looking up to the sky, and you're going to trace a clockwise circle on the ceiling. Then anti-clockwise. Then find your way onto the side of the body. Make sure that your left leg, your working leg, is on top. You're going to have the same setup frame as you just had. So we're going to have the ring between the two legs just above the ankle line. Take a moment to just position yourself on the mat and find your height off the mat that works for you. We're going to start with a squeeze and a resist. Then you're going to lift and lower both legs, not allowing the bottom leg to ground once you've lifted the first time. You're going to end in the lift and you're going to drive one to the front, one to the back. Then reground to the mat, look for the ring, roll it to the front, feed your bottom leg out, keep the bottom leg bent and roll the ring back. And if the ring slips, just reposition it. Alright, so we're going to do a nice press down, a really hard press down and resist as we come back. You might find that the ring starts to wobble or your leg starts to wobble. Just bear through. You're going to hold your next press down. And then resist as the ring tries to come back to its original shape. From here, we're going to press up. We are going to find our 4-point kneeling frame with the outside padded portion of the ring nestling just below our breast line. Working leg is going to be the left leg. You're going to set up your long tabletop line, and when you're ready, you're going to float the left leg out and up. Keep the elbows hugging into center as you think push up. Hold the next drop. Peel up and find your way to a tall kneel with the ring between the two hands. We're going to lean to float the ring overhead. Hold your last lean. Then come back to your 4-point kneeling frame to either repeat the oil rigger or to execute from a plank line. So thinking one-legged push-up. Step your legs back into a plank and then float your left leg out and up and begin to find your press up. Trying to keep the elbows tracking in so that you're working those triceps. End in your next drop, hold it. Reground. Find your way into a tall kneel. And you're going to have that ring out in front. We're going to find our lean, hold it with a side-to-side twist, and we're going to alternate the side that we're starting the twist on each round. From here, you're going to find your way into a tall standing frame on the mat. This is a balancing, our first movement is a little bit of a balance. So if you find that you need to stand against the wall and support with one hand and hold the ring with the other, you are more than welcome to do so. Maybe you've got a sturdy looking person around you and you can find a crutch for yourself if your wall is too far away. All right. So we're going to find a focal point or a drishti on the wall or the space in front of us. We're going to bend the right knee and we're going to feed the foot into the ring, placing it on the padded portion. We are going to extend the leg out, coming into a big toe A position, and we're going to hold it. If you can easily extend the leg, start to bend through the elbows and tug the ring closer towards your chest line. You're going to try to hold for roughly 20 seconds. Then release, give the legs a little shake out. We're going to rinse and repeat on the second side. Finding your focal point. When you're ready, step into the ring and extend. Step back out, give the legs a little shake out. Maybe just resting the ring on one thigh. You're going to feed one hand through. You're going to rest the ring on your wrist, palm up, and then you're going to replicate on the other side. So both hands are twisting away from the center line. You can do a full rotation or you can do wrists up. And you are going to either keep your arms long and reaching, or you could make a soft fist with your hands. You're going to press out and release. So wrists are looking up. Squeeze out and hold, or press out and hold. Just keeping a tall stand. In fact, you can give me a little turnout position, heels together, toes wide. And then change the arm line and try to have it so that your wrists are pressing into the ring. And then find that same almost pulse out and release. Keeping your turnout position through the legs. And in the press, hold it. Then reach for the outside padded portion of the ring. You're going to keep the turnout position through the legs, and for this one, we're just going to use the ring as a placeholder. So you're not squeezing into it with any great force. You're not trying to change the shape of the ring. It's just a placeholder. We're going to come into a few roll downs. Take a big breath in to prep. On an exhale, nod your chin to your chest, hollow out your belly, round out your back. Focus on really opening up the lower back. Then peel back up, leading with the back of your ribs to restack and realign. And today, when you're rolling up and down, I want you to be very aware of your back line. Try to open up the spaces between the back of your ribs as you roll down. And then restack to come back up. Leading with your ribs to peel up. Maybe leading with your belly to peel down. Let's shoot for 2 more. Just finding a beautiful rhythm of your own, working with your breath, thinking front and back chain as you play. You're going to end in a nice tall stack. You're going to bring the ring in softly, nodding nose to ring. Thank you so much for bringing your game face today and coming out to play. Till next time, keep it light.